All right, let's get going. So as Megan said, my name is Julia Sloan. I'm a UX designer at Motivate Design. I'm very excited to be here. It's my first time at UXPA, first Ignite session. So I want to talk to you guys about kind of my story and what brought me here. I've been working at Motivate Design for almost a year now. I graduated from Parsons School of Design in May 2011, and I was completely lost. I had this degree that kind of had no idea what I was going to do with, and I had dinner with a friend of mine, and she told me to come in and start helping out with her because we studied the same thing. So I came in, and after spending hundreds of hours applying for jobs online that I thought I knew how to do, I went in there, and it was really great. My first point that kind of came of this is be willing to be uncertain, and this is not something I had to work hard for, because I honestly didn't know much about usability or user experience when I got there. I knew all about human-centered design and organizational structures that foster innovation and visual data representation, but none of this, and that really turned out to be one of my biggest assets. And Exhibit A, my first project was Coca-Cola. My boss came in, she had 10 spreadsheets of participant data, said, turn this into something that will wow stakeholders, something that will make their jaws drop, that will cause so much momentum that they'll force us to give us more projects. And then she was out the door before I could ask a question. So I was like, oh, okay. And I kind of just went with it. What do I have to lose? So that ended up turning out to be a fantastic project, and my lack of knowledge in usability and user experience was really my greatest asset, because I wasn't conservative at all. I took chances and kind of created this presentation that kind of was extremely different from anything that they'd ever expect. So kind of this quote, I think, exemplifies that of it's okay to be wrong, it's okay to make good mistakes, and kind of that's so important in the design process. It's necessary and it's valuable, and to get people on your team to realize the value of making good mistakes is vital. And Guy Kawasaki said it amazing, is enchant them, get people to like you, and to aspire to these lofty, idealistic results, you need people behind you to back you. And one of the simple ways to do this is really smile, get people to like you. No one wants to work for a frowning person. No one that frowns get things done for them. And if you make people feel like you're on their team, they'll feel like they'll be on yours as well. So second point, habits simplify and innovation does not. In a young, ever-changing industry, we must lose habits that confine us. Technology is changing and experiences must keep up with that, and I feel one of the values of kind of being young in this industry is to lose those rules and to start with a fresh perspective. And I know it can be scary, but we have to break down those barriers, boundaries, and expectations. To see that someone else has made a big change they didn't know they wanted yet. You have to show them what's possible and what they can do, because I truly feel like since I started in this industry, there's been a lot of rules and people are locked in their ways, and it's been a battle to break that down, but every time I've done it, it's yielded positive results and kind of pushed the barrier a little and forced them out of their comfort zone, and it's really, honestly, every time been a positive experience for them. And I believe those changes, those big ones that you force them to do, really are the most positive and help them the most, and make those noteworthy changes that really are valuable within their organization. And to do this, I think you kind of have to be loud about it and make a statement. And this, I believe, says it perfectly, because if you want a big deal to happen, a big change, you have to make a big deal about it. And especially starting off, of course I studied design, and I'm a design junkie, so I believe that everything you put out there should be well designed. And if it doesn't command attention and make jaws drop, then it will fall behind. And as user experience designers, we know how to design processes, systems, feelings, but if we don't know how to design those insights, then they'll fall by the wayside of those who do. So there's a couple slides coming up where I just want to ask you guys what you would rather read and what you would be impressed by seeing. So for instance, these two, we have these two ideal flows, and which one do you think has the better insights or most up-to-date, or which would you really want to read? And I think really this says it if you hand in a deliverable to a client. The importance of designing your deliverables, I believe, is, I can't even express it, because personally I won't take the time to read the one on the right. And I think this using visual design and making everything kind of wow and cutting edge really gives what you're trying to say notability and credibility. So just end with this quote: I believe that failing is an essential part of the creative process, and especially in this industry that's constantly changing and evolving, that it's necessary. So.